That bell brings into the ring Tiger Conway Jr. He's in the white trunks, and he's the guy without the mask. The man with the mask is the spoiler. Big, rugged individual. There's spoiler labeled for you by our director, and spoiler is having his troubles. He is trying to he was trying to use an arm lock on Tiger Conway, and Tiger quickly switched it and turned it on him. Luthez is refereeing this match, which has a time limit of 15 minutes or one fall. And that head scissor is going to be broken. No, it's not. Luthez decides that rather than break the hold, he would kick that foot off the rope. The spoiler had long legs and even longer boots, and they reached out to the rope, and he was pleading for the referee to get him out of a hold that he should be trying to get out of through his own wrestling ability. So the Tiger works on that left arm and holds on to the head scissor at the same time, but the masked head is coming out. It's sliding out of the tightly clamped legs, and he finished it off by taking that bandaged right hand of his, the one that he uses generally to apply the claw hold that he uses so frequently, and now he uses it also to try to blast the Tiger. And Tiger is in a mood right now where he doesn't take kindly to blasting. Buck Robley, Tank Patton have gotten him thoroughly riled. Come out nicely, and he came up there with that head scissor and almost got the fall, but you saw what happened with the spoiler's movements. Spoiler is canny and he's tough. He knows his way around in that wrestling ring, and he is right now in charge. Whoa, he come around there and made what must have been totally unexpected move to the spoiler, and Tiger got a head scissor, so with equal holes it will be equally broken at the ring ropes. And the spoiler bounces away, and that was probably the smartest move he made tonight. He has massive boots on. I say massive, not just because they go so far up his leg, but the type of leather and the thickness of the sole, even though that thickness of the sole is rubber. Conway going after an arm lock to get out of this side headlock. And there is the effort successful. He's hanging on to the arm and forcing the spoiler down close to the canvas. That's the third one count that came in a row. And as Tiger now is pushed into the ropes, spoiler tries to find open territory. Flying mare is the grip, front headlock, and Tiger comes out nicely, and he goes after the arm and goes after the leg. So by following up in his efforts, he finally reaches the mask, and he is in a middle of an effort to jerk that mask loose from Spoiler's face. Came close. There's a solid smash, and now as they exchange blows, it's Tiger whose blows are a little bit more effective, but the extra weight that the spoiler was able to put behind them most certainly was effective in getting him into a position to take charge with his side headlock. Spoiler trying to hang on to his mask. Tiger trying to get a hold that he can put to good use. 5 minutes have gone by. Time limit on this match is 15 minutes as Tiger gets a whole handful of mask, but it didn't do him any good. He wasn't able to hang on to it. And the spoiler is making use of the ropes here to add to Tiger's misery. Now Tiger's fans start to encourage him. The crotch hold, the lift, backbreaker. And Tiger is now strung over. Tough break for Tiger. He is caught in a hole that could cost him the match. The spoiler is using the backbreaker to punish him and try to force him into submission. Tiger's in trouble, and Luthez gives him the option, asks him if he wants to quit, and Tiger used his head. Now that's not just a pun. He came in there with that headbutt, and you could say that it had a double meaning because he was smart enough to get out of that predicament, and his head was hard enough to deal punishment. So spoiler tries to shake off the effort, and the Tiger tries to prevent it, and Tiger is belted down there. He's up against a tough man, and he knows it, but Tiger has never asked for favors, and he believes that wrestling the tough ones puts him in shape for guys like Robley and Tank Patton. And right now, as the spoiler drops in, there just ain't no Tiger for him to land on. And the exchange by Tiger, and he gets the better of it now. And the more he throws that wallop, the better he feels and the better he does. The blows took on with great effect as Tiger Conway now keeps blasting spoiler into that turnbuckle. And Tiger is after that mask. Now, going after the mask isn't going to kill the spoiler, but it sure will divert him. And this is always a good tactic against the masked man, as long as it doesn't take your mind off what you're doing. And Tiger ran into an outstretched foot that time, and now he stretches out both of his, and it was a long reach. And Tiger there was a drop kick that went over the head of Tiger Conway. So spoiler maneuvers in to keep Tiger in the ropes. That rope can be used as a strangle, believe me. Spoiler trying to set up the Tiger. Tiger blocked him beautifully. He blocked the claw hold that time, and he's after the right fist of the spoiler. Hot exchange in both directions. You can see the side headlock, and you saw that right hand working underneath the chin and up against the throat. Yes, that's the way to strangle a man. That's the way to use a chokehold. And Tiger sets him on his shoulders. Almost, but not quite. He had him set up there, and when Lou got down, the long legs of the spoiler changed the position. The crowd sounding off, trying to encourage Tiger Conway, and he knows that staccato clapping is his signal that his fans are pushing him for sure. 10 minutes have gone by. And Tiger now, as he pushes in, tries to force away that hand that is using a claw hold on his midsection. Luthez watches for the shoulders. The hold has two effects. Of course, it's the pain that comes when your belly seems to be tied up in knots. And the other is the fact that in the struggle against it, you put your shoulders close to the mat for support and you can be counted down. So Tiger maneuvers his legs and his body go underneath the ropes and off onto the floor, the concrete, and the spoiler goes after the midsection again. He comes in to pour it to, well, Luthez again steps in there, and he isn't going to let anybody push him around. It's a nice feeling when you have a referee in there and that takes place. Conway driving, smashing away at the spoiler, and as he chops at him from each side, spoiler made a move there that saved him a lot of punishment, but has not yet won the match for him. He has maneuvered in to try to go for the stomach claw. Whether Tiger is able to minimize it in this particular position remains to be seen. He had enough strength to lift that man in an off-balance position and yet to heist him up. And now as spoiler moves in, he moves again for the he moves for the claw, but he's changed to the stomach, to the head claw, and Tiger is disregarding it. You see him now maneuvering around, and that is it. Tiger, Conway Jr. and the spoiler going after him, going after his midsection, trying to pour it into him. And Conway's fans start to get the signal. The spoiler is trying to bite into his midsection, but so far he is not able to do it. And there goes that same driving side headlock. And there again is the bouncing headbutt, and the Tiger is trying to set up the spoiler with headbutts. It came in there hard, it came in there solidly, and the Tiger backs away from driving headbutt, and Tiger Conway is climbing the ring post, ready to dive off, ready to hit, and he hit him right smack on top of the head. We may have a fall. He drove in there with that headlock. I'll be doggone. He drove in there solidly and hard.
52 seconds. Tiger Conway Jr.
Yes, Tiger Conway Jr. wins. And we tell you that if you will just drive a little further and go to Doug Russell Chevrolet, you are certainly going to get an old-fashioned deal.